Hey everyone, this is Andrew, and in this video I'm going to go through some examples of some things that you can do to go above and beyond and get 100% on your e-commerce projects. So the first thing that you can do and that you really should do is change the styling on the website. The styling that Max does in the course is okay, but it doesn't really look that great, and we don't want to be able to download your assignment from Academine, from Max's course. We want it to look different, and we want you to make it your own. So the first thing that you can do is to change up the styling. So in this example, I used Bootstrap. I added Bootstrap to my project, and I went through and I rewrote pretty much all of the front end with Bootstrap for the styling. So you can see the products page, the cart page, the orders, it all looks different. I use Bootstrap for all the CSS and all of these different components. So that's one thing you can do, and you don't have to use Bootstrap or another framework like it. You can write your own CSS if you want, and it can be pretty simple. But a really good way to go above and beyond is to make the site look different and really make it your own. One thing I also did is I added an actual home page. In the course, we have the home and the products pages, and they look exactly the same. So I added a home page that's different from the products page, and then I have a button here to go to the products and look at the products. And then as far as adding extra functionality, there are all kinds of things you can do, and I just have a couple examples on this website. So the first thing I did was I added a profile page. So if I log out, you can see on my sign up page I have a spot for a username that I added to my user model. So if I log back in, you can see that the username is displayed up here, and if I click it, it'll take me to a page that has some information about the profile. So it has the username and email, the number of products I've made with this account, and the number of orders that I have on this account. And then there's also a form here to change your password. So you put in your current password or the old password, and then the new one, and confirm the new one. And you can change the password on the account. And things like this you'll see on all kinds of websites, being able to change your account information once you're logged in. And you could do this for the username or email or whatever you want on the account. So this is a pretty simple thing that you can do to go above and beyond and add a little bit of extra functionality to your e-commerce project. Another thing that I did that's more on the e-commerce side of things is I added a stock system to the website. So if we look at the products, you can see it says how many of these are in stock. So we have one pack of these quick draws in stock. These shoes are out of stock, so it doesn't let you add them to your cart. We have 4 of these carabiners in stock, and if I go and add one of these to my cart, you can see in the products that there's 1 less in stock now. If I add another one, now there's 2 in my cart, and now there's only 2 in stock because the other 2 are in my cart. And if I go and I delete them from my cart, I don't need them here anymore, so now they're back in stock on my products page. And then I can also edit that on my admin products. So this is just a form with 2 submit buttons basically. So I gave different values to these 2 submit buttons so I can know which one was pressed. So I can press that to increase the stock and that to decrease it. And I can see when things are out of stock, and if I add more to my shop, I can add more. And I can also change it on the edit page too. I just added another input here, added stock to my model, and added a stock value to my existing products. So I can add stock for this and update it, and I can see it here. And now it shows up on the products page and on the product details page. So that's a good thing to add to an e-commerce site. It makes it something that you can actually use if you're keeping track of how many of each item are in stock. So those are a couple examples that I have that I added to this website, but there are all kinds of things that you can do to go above and beyond on this project. Pretty much anything you can think of to add to this website. You can add one example of a thing you could do is when you add a product right now, you have to type in an image URL. You could add file uploads. That's something that Max goes over later on in the course. If you went ahead, you could learn how to do that. and add that to the course. You could add more detail to the profiles, maybe a profile picture or a bio or something like that, and display who the seller is on the products, so that people buying can know who they're buying from and things like that. You could modify the accounts, the user model, so that you have separate buyer accounts and seller accounts, so only certain accounts are allowed to add products and things like that. So only those accounts would be able to see the add product and admin products, but everybody would be able to have a cart and orders, things like that. There are all kinds of things that you can do to make this project your own, and just do that little extra bit to go above and beyond. And the things that I added here, adding a profile page and adding this stock system, really didn't take a whole lot of time or a whole lot of work. If you are comfortable with Node and you know how to create new routes and new pages, and you know how to work with your database, then you can definitely add something like this or something different. So those are some examples of things that you can do to go above and beyond on this project.